Hey everyone, Marilyn here with Just Imagine, a platform created to touch and inspire with the goal of transforming every generation one life at a time. So today we are December 24th, so I want to take the time and wish all of you and your families a Merry Christmas. Now, I understand that different people have different understanding of Christmas depending on where you're coming from, what your background is, and even within the faith community, the Christian faith community, as we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, people vary on exactly where they stand on Christmas. Some people might argue that they don't celebrate Christmas because Jesus wasn't really born in December, he wasn't really born on the 25th. But I choose to believe that regardless of whether he was born in January or in the summer, on the 1st or the 31st, he was born. And that is the good news, that he was born to redeem mankind. Now, with Christmas, the common theme is hope, peace, and joy, minus the drama, Christmas shopping, or hosting family members that a lot of people go through. I dodged the bullet this year. This is not my testimony. So my Christmas is pretty laid back this year, and I am so grateful. I understand when it comes to joy, hope, and peace, not everyone this season is experiencing those three things. And depending on where you're coming from, depending on what your story is, as a matter of fact, we're still in the midst of a pandemic. Some people have lost jobs, some people have lost family members, relationships, or what have you. Not everyone is in festivity mode. But we can all agree that those three things are across the board, regardless of who you are, things that we all desire, that we all seek. So today, I want to take the time, as I wish you and your family a Merry Christmas, to encourage you to bathe in the peace and the hope and the joy that is not temporary but rather eternal. That is possible regardless of your circumstances. Now, you don't have to be a Christian to be exempt from trouble. What I mean by that, Christian and non-Christians alike, once you are human, because we live in a fallen world, we're gonna go through life. Because we are talking about the birth of Jesus Christ and we're celebrating doesn't mean that life doesn't happen. And if you are a believer and you're going through a tough time, that doesn't mean that you lack faith either. That doesn't mean that it's because you do something wrong. Sometimes it's just life. That's just how things happen. So I want to encourage you, if that's your season, to stand your course, to dip into the peace that surpasses all understanding, a peace that actually does not come from you, because we all are subject to going through, as people say. You know, it rains, the scripture says that it rains on the just and the unjust. So that's a fact. Regardless of who you are, life happens. And chances are, right when you are excited, you are celebrating in one area, you might very well be going under in another area. And that doesn't mean that you're not equipped. That doesn't mean that you're incapable. It just means that life happens. So today, as it is our saying here to use what's in your hand, I want to invite you right where you are, regardless of your circumstances, to bathe in the joy, the peace, and the hope of the season, and to understand that you can be content and you can win wherever you are. If a win for you is to get out of bed, do that. If a win for you is to say no to certain things and just sit at home for you to have peace, is skip a couple festivities that will drive you crazy because you're gonna be around people and it's gonna be too much noise in your head, hey, just say no and stay home and just relax and keep back. And I know for me, I'm catching on some more sleep because sleep is a rare thing for me. So whenever I can get extra sleep, that's a given, and I'm very grateful for it. So if all you have to do is go to sleep, do that. Call it self-care. If what you have right now is not a fancy meal or a fancy place to stay, but you have a place to stay, trust me, that is also a blessing, because on some parts of the world, some people don't have the luxury. Life can be tough. We can all choose to be kind. We can all choose to be ambassadors of peace. We can all choose to bring hope to someone. Sometimes all it takes is a smile. Sometimes it takes an encouraging word. Sometimes, it's just you being you, and you being content with who you are and how God created you. That will take a lot of stress off your plate, and I know it has for me. So again, from my family to yours, from my heart to yours, have a Merry Christmas. Until I see you guys again, take care.